this episode, we'll explore two mysterious discoveries that might hint at other intelligent life in our universe. First, the so-called Baghdad battery, an ancient artifact some believe proves advanced technology thousands of years before its time. Then, we'll journey to Mars to examine shocking evidence suggesting nuclear explosions 300 million years ago. Could this point to a lost Martian civilization? Stay tuned and decide for yourself. Here's your man, Colonel Gene.
Hi, this is Colonel Gene again with Alien Agenda. Today we're going to look at two more very strange pieces of evidence that may cast some light on the question, are they out there? What we will look into today are very different, and as usual, subject to different interpretations. Please remember, Alien Agenda wants to look into as many aspects as possible to help you decide if other intelligent life has been visiting Earth and is exploring our universe. The first subject for today was discovered in 1936. It dates back to about 300 BCE and is called the Baghdad Battery. The story goes that a William Koenig unearthed this artifact in a dig, but he provided absolutely no details about this discovery, which of course cast some dispersion on the event. Others claim that he discovered these artifacts in the basement of an Iraqi museum. In any event, the objects are a ceramic jar about 14 centimeters tall. Inside the jar is a copper cylinder, and hanging in the copper cylinder, suspended, is an iron rod. The top of the jar was sealed with what appears to be asphalt. It also appears as if there was something like a vinegar that was in the jar surrounding the copper cylinder. At this, to some, it points that what we have here is an ancient battery. If that were the case, where did the knowledge for this technology originate? Many will immediately jump to ancient aliens. It is possible that such a device might have been capable of producing a very small amount of electricity. However, there is nothing else anywhere around that would indicate what such electricity would be used for. And the amount of it was so small, approximately 1 volt, that it really wouldn't do very much. The other problem is the asphalt on the top sealing the jar would have made refreshing the vinegar, which would be the electrolyte, or to get the electricity out of the jar, very difficult. As a result, there isn't a single reputable scientist who believes that this artifact was in fact an ancient battery. Rather, it appears to be a storage place for scrolls that were wrapped around the steel rod. Why such a sophisticated interior, no one knows. But to speculate that there was evidence of ancient technology from other life appears to be something that simply isn't true, and that what we have is a container, not a battery, that was used to store precious documents. In addition, other jars without the interior rod have been located in the area that does contain scrolls. Unfortunately, these so-called Baghdad batteries disappeared when the United States invaded Iraq, and they have not been located since. The second event we will examine today took place 300 million years ago. Not on planet Earth, but on Mars. How could something we discovered on Mars shed light on other intelligent life in the universe visiting Earth? In 2016, the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter provided the first part of what will be a very strange possibility. It took pictures in the Sidonian region of Mars of what appears to be the remnants of an ancient destroyed city. On February the 18th, 2021, the Perseverance rover landed on Mars to begin a fascinating journey to unmask information about the red planet. During its trek across the Mars landscape, it came upon two hotspots where high concentration of an isotope of xenon-129 was discovered. The problem is that this particular type of xenon-129 only occurs as a result of a nuclear detonation. Some scientists have theorized that these concentrations may have originated from solar flares that struck Mars. However, the concentration on Mars of this xenon 129 is far greater than anything that has been found on the Sun. Harvard physicist Dr. John Brandenburg claims what took place were huge nuclear blasts some 300 million years ago that destroyed the ancient Martian civilization, part of which we took pictures of in 2016. And it led to the ultimate destruction of the Martian atmosphere. Scientists believe that these two nuclear blasts were so huge and far bigger than anything that detonated on Earth that they could, in fact, have affected the Martian atmosphere. In addition, there is a lack of any crater at the locations of these two supposed blasts, indicating that they were most likely airbursts, very similar to those that the United States used on Japan in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. All this suggests that 300 million years ago, an ancient alien race, similar to the warring countries on Earth, had a catastrophic event that destroyed Mars. Others say there is no proof of this concept. However, the fact remains that there are two hot spots on Mars that have these high concentrations of xenon-129 that appears to have been created 300 million years ago as a result of nuclear detonation. We also have the pictures that appear to show the destruction of an ancient city. There is no doubt that this will be of intense interest when man sets foot on Mars and tries to unravel the secrets of the red planet. Who knows? We may find definite proof that other intelligent life does exist and was on Mars many, many years earlier. On the other hand, we may have experienced direct alien contact on planet Earth even before we land on Mars. This is Colonel Gene closing this episode of Alien Agenda. Although the Baghdad battery seems to fail and help us establish the existence of intelligent life, the incident on Mars is far more conclusive that we have never been alone. One possible explanation for the numerous UFO sightings over our nuclear facilities on planet Earth could be their intense interest on what we are doing with nuclear power, given the fact that they may have caused the destruction of Mars. Please tell your friends about Alien Agenda, and I encourage you to get your copy of my best-selling UFO documentary, Are They Out There? It is available both in hard and softcover editions, as well as a Kindle version on Barnes & Nobles, Amazon, or at your local bookstore. Until next time, please be safe and get ready for the appearance of visitors from the sky.
Are They Out There? Takes you on a thrilling journey through the mysteries of the universe, from ancient sightings to the infamous Roswell incident and shocking revelations from recent congressional hearings. This book uncovers the most convincing evidence of UFOs and alien life. Don't miss out. Grab your copy now on our website or Amazon and discover if we're truly alone in the cosmos.